Is that your daughter?
Yes, she has. I don't know what they call it now. Learning difficulties. We miss her. Betty misses her too. Hello? Hello, excuse me. I think it's a generation gap thing. On the one hand, you've got the student who says, yeah, Beethoven, he's decent, but is he in the charts?
He had never wronged me.
I think you've got me. You know, even after all these years, I find house clearances like this kind of weird. I mean, how can someone not love you enough to want to box up all your stuff after you're dead? You have any idea how long we've been chasing this guy? Then a punk like you comes along and messes things up. I'm taking you off the case. Knobby styles, no front teeth, short, not much hair. Like Norman Hunter years later. He'd bite his shins, you wouldn't get past him, and effervescent Alan Ball, God rest his soul. Alan Ball, one of the youngest World Cup players at the time, 1966. Look, when you're in office, you have to do a lot of things sometimes that are not always, in the strictest sense of the law, legal. You do them because they're in the greater interests of the nation. To tell you the truth, I don't need pussy anymore either, but I like it.
You have a beautiful smile, Mr. Chris. You do acting as well?
I do little bits here and there,
What do you
and then
do?
I show the films to schools and I say, if you go into acting, don't end up like this. And we go through all the mistakes I make.
Oh, that is very
And they like
interesting.
that,
You
because-
do this in the school?
Yes. Brandon Theatre was started in May of 2012. I was involved in a script writing course, and we said to the lecturer, how do we make sure our plays are produced? And he said the only way to make sure is to start a theatre. The play has a message. It is about how the older generation feel left out, excluded. What we want to do is to become the public face of positive ageing by involving those of the older generation. And I, of course, am one of those. We hope there will be positive social benefits. I should mention that, as I said earlier, I'm of the right age range, but I also have back problems. That's why there's so much emphasis in these videos on safety. Nut Butter Punch aims to satisfy both health needs and limited choice brought about by financial constraints. You're drinking Nut Butter Punch,
Yeah.
just as we are, and is it a good drink?
Yeah, it's perfect.
And are we paying you to say this?
No.
And we're not getting paid for this, so this is all a genuine plug for Nut Butter Punch. I know they're hopeless now. That girl who got caught, you know, that stuff in her hand, it wasn't even anything related to the exam. You think she'd have the brains to put something down in the exam?
I blame the parents myself. They just don't seem.
Half of that lot haven't even got parents.
Oh, you sure? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the trouble is no one's actually sat them down and said this is how to behave. They've never been taught how to do it.
No.
So they come in here, they write on their hands, they take pictures, and that bloke who wanted to go to the toilet, I wouldn't even waste my time.